Hey guys, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we are going to create some of the basic form where we can add the data and this data will be inserted into our database table. Let's just see how. Same like our old examples. So I am just creating a form which is the action here is, you may say that the actions of that file. You can see here I am just creating two files, which is insert, record, front end and the back end right here. So here I have to set insert this record into, I have to write insert into this record into the backend.php. And the method I am using here, which is the post method, and I just close this code right here. Now here you can see that I just set one of the paragraph tag right here, and inside, and yes, okay, yes, I just close this. And now here you can see that I have to set firstly a paragraph tag. So my paragraph tag here is, you can see that firstly I have to set the label, and the label here is my tag. This is the label tag, and then you can see here I just write label for, and here which is equal to, I just write that this is the first name right here. Okay, then I just close this code right here, and here I just write that this is the first name. Now here my label is closed right here, and this label is shown to the browser as you know. And now here I'm just taking the user input, and the user input is a type of text. So this is a type of text right here. And then after that here you can see that, and then here you can see that I just set the name, and this is the name, and the name here is, I have to write that this is the first name. Okay, then here you can see that I just set the ID. So the ID here is, so this is first underscore name, and the ID here is, I just set this first name as the ID right here. Okay, now you can see that I just close this code right here. Now I just copy and paste this code again for the last name. So this is for the last name. Then here I just set the last name, then this is also the last underscore name, and then here you can see that this is also a last name right here. Okay, you can see here I just create two entries right here. Then here you can see that I just write that that is for address, and here it is also for address, and I just remove this name right here. Now here I have to write that this is for address, and then this ID is also for the address right here. Okay, now here you can see, so I just create this field for the address as well. Okay, now after that here you can see that I just create one other field for the email as well. So this is the email. Here you can see that this is the email, and this is address here, and then here you can see that this is the text. Okay, fine. And then here you can see that this is the email as well, and here I have to write that this is the email address, and this is also an email address right here. Now at the last you can see here my four entries are complete right here. What are the columns of the database tables? Now at the last I am just taking the user input with a type of submit, and then here I just provide the value right here, and the value here which is equal to, I have to write that this is the value of submit right here, and I just close this code right here. Okay, now here you can see that I have to run this front end, and then here you can see that. So these are just a tables what I am just creating right here, and when I just insert this insert any data into this table, so that will simply shows into or saved into the database files. Now I just go to work with the backend file. Same code like our old examples. Here you can see that, just leave it. Here you can see that I just write insert into command and insert into the human. Okay, so with the help of that we can insert our data into it. Before inserting the data into it, here we need to create some of the variables right here, where I have to create that this is the first name. So you can see here this is like yes, okay, this is, you may say that this is the first name right here. Then here you can see that after this I am just creating one other variable for last underscore name right here. Then here I have the variable name here is, you can see that that is just address right here. So this is the address, and at the last here you can see that my fourth entry here is the email. Okay, you can see here. Now here these variables are completed right here, and I just get these variables from the front end, and here I just write that here this $, and then here I have to write create in the connection and run the query, which is real underscore escape string. So as you can see here, I just write here which is the real underscore escape underscore string. This is, you may say that this is definitions of the real underscore escape underscore string, which is using in MySQLi, and this function is skip the special character into the string for use in the SQL query, which is taking into the account to current character sets of connections. Hope so you understand now. Now here I just set the request right here, so I just write that will request the data from the first underscore name. Hope so you understand now. Now after this, here you can see that I have to write that same query and same query right here, here, and here as well. Okay, and here which is equal to and equal to sign. Now here I have to write that this is the last underscore name right here. Then here we have to write that this is address, and then here we have to write that this is the email as well. Hope so you understand now. Now here I'm just providing the values to it. So here you can see that I just get the data from these variables, okay, where the user is input right here, and I'm just setting the security as well with the help of real underscore escape underscore string, which means that will simply encrypt this data, okay, and that will request the data from these forms. Now here you can see that I'm just using the insert to command. So here the values are, you can see that the values here are, I'm just setting the values where I write that this is the first underscore name. Then here after this you can see that I have to write that last underscore name. Then after that here I just said that this is address, and at the last here you can see that I have write that this is the email as well. Okay, now here you can see. So my data, what I just want to insert, so simply I just use insert to command, and this variables right here, and here you can see that I just insert these all. Refresh it, and here I just write this is Bob 5. Then here I just write David, and David right here. Address here is USA, and email address here is abc@email.com. Submit this. You can see here record are successfully updated. When I just refresh this, go to the PHP course human, and here you can see that. Here you can see that this is the first name, last name, address, and email as well. So here you can see why this is show me the record of this, like, because you can see here I just not creating this as the variables. So here these all are the variables right here, and you can see that this is the email as well. Save this. Now here run this again, or here we already have. You can see that here I just write hi, hello, here I just write USA, and then here I just write hi@gmail.com. Submit this. So record is successfully submitted. Run this code, so you can see here hi, hello, USA, and hi@gmail.com. So here you can see that here we just add simply the values, but here when I just add the variable sign, so that will get the values of it. You can see here. Hope so you understand now that how we can create our forms and how we insert the data with the help of that forms. You can see here. If you find any of the problem regarding to this lecture, please let me know, and thanks for watching this lecture.